Okay, so making that Venn diagram over here on the left, then we can answer any question. Probability of leather and has laces would be the 14 over 115. Probability of leather or laces would be anything in either circle. So you would add up those three, divide by 115. Probability is not leather would be, you could add up 56 plus 21 divided by 115, or take the total minus the leather circle over 115. Okay, so now let's move on to this one. So now we're going to make a probability Venn diagram. Men's baseball team wins a game with probability 0.83. The women's softball team wins with a probability of 0.78. The probability that both teams win on a given day is 0.65. Okay, sound like good percentages, right? So what number can I put in the diagram? Can I put 0.83 in the diagram somewhere? No, because it's going to be what? The sum of these two will be 0.83. Everything inside the men's circle. Women's team, probability 0.78. Can I put a 0.78 in the diagram? No, it's going to be the sum of those two. Probability that they both win, 0.65. Can I put that in the diagram somewhere? Okay, where at? In both, right? I can never get it to fit. I made that thing as big as I could. Okay, so 0.065 goes there. And now it says the probability of the men's baseball team is 0.83. So what does that allow me to do now? Yeah, if I take away the 0.65, I get the 0.18. And so then this has to be 0.18 in order for that total to be 0.83. And so that's the probability that just the men win and the women don't win. Does it make sense? And then the probability of 0.78 is the total probability that the women win. So the total in the women's circle has to be the 0.78. Therefore, the probability that just the women win is that 0.13. So so those two total up to 0.78, and those two total up to 0.83. So now what's the probability that both teams lose? Both teams lose. 0.04? Yeah, so the sum of the whole thing has to be 1, and the only situation we have left is that they both lose. Say 0.04. So now the sum of everything is 1. Okay, probability that one or the other team wins. So this is saying probability of men or women. Two ways to do it. What's our formula? We could do probability of men plus probability of women minus probability of men and women. That was the first way we did it. But with the diagram, that's the same as adding up these three, right? Just adding these three straight up, because there's no overlap in the diagram. You got these separate events. But here, you got the overlap that they both win, so you have to subtract it off once. So we could do point. So this is a different way to do it. Two different ways. 0.018, 0.65, 0.13. This way would be 0.83 plus 0.78 minus 0.65. Both will give you the same answer. The men win, but the women lose. You just read it off the diagram. What is it? Men win, but women lose. 0.18. Exactly one team wins. That's a new question. Exactly one team wins. How would you do that? Which categories apply? Just the men, just the women. So probability of exactly one team winning is 0.31. We don't have it. You just have to write that out. Note it, yeah. There's no notation for that. You could say M or W, but not M and W or something like that. That's just, yeah. Yeah, but so that part C would be this and this. Okay, so the homework is due Sunday night, as usual.